Okay, so I've just checked these screws out, bit of midgy in there. The ends are okay. It will be coming back off again when I come to do the service, because I want to take the plate off there and clean all the sprocket area out and everything. So yeah, so we'll just try and get that located, get it started. I certainly won't be tightening it up on this end. So that's in. Get the other one. Get the one at the bottom. Line that up. God, isn't it horrible trying to look through a camera? Screw that. Yeah, definitely an amateur. I'm definitely an amateur at everything. I mean everything. I wing it, you know. I don't lie. Well, I don't knowingly lie, but I certainly don't pretend to be an expert at anything. So, or those who believe they're experts, plenty of them on YouTube, isn't there? Believe that they're experts at everything, telling you how to do things, and you're watching them and you say, "You taking the fucking piss." Really taking the piss there. Right, that's nipped up, that'll do. Click. That one's a bit more awkward. So let's just get this bottom one in. Let's give it another tweak. It's all about feel. Oh, that'll do. I say, this is coming back out again. Don't really want to tighten this up, but this is one of the good screws. So I'll just give it a little pinch. Just give it a little pinch. Get it in there. So I'm back off. There's the stop. That's it, that'll do. That's all we need. So that all seems fairly fine. Everything else, like the lubrication of these of the stand pins, I mean that's fine, but it'll all get cleaned. It'll all get cleaned down. It'll have a good wash, another decent wash, and then all lubricated up, chain lubricated up and everything. And obviously I want to test that. And then the valves were done. The valves were only done about 1,000 miles ago, so there's nothing wrong with that. I'll have to double check on my service sheet. I couldn't find it the other day. Wanted to see when the spark plugs were last changed. I think there's because I haven't done, because I'm being not well, I've not done a lot of riding, so I'm sure them spark plugs were changed. Ooh. In years it might seem long, but in mileage it isn't. In mileage it's naff all. I think you're lucky if I've done 500 miles on them, 500-600 miles on those spark plugs. So there's loads of life left in them. But when I go away anyway, I always take some spare spark plugs with me anyway, because you just never know. Just something that adds into the toolbox. Yeah, so the other thing that I need to check, I'll check it after the MOT, but the other thing we're going to check is obviously the coolant. I can't find a record when I change the coolant. Now, since I've had the bike, I've had the bike since 2011. It's a 208 plate. It's no 8 plate, but I've had it since 11. And I've changed it 3 times or 4 times, the coolant. So it may be due again. But of course, I've got a coolant tester there to see how strong the coolant is. It'd probably be okay. I've not checked the colour or anything, but I'm not worried about that too much at the moment. Right, so I'm happy with that. That's done. Chain can live a bit longer. need to get the key, just check the lights and everything. I know, as I say, I know the brakes are alright because I've already been, it was out on the road a couple of weeks ago, so brakes are perfectly fine. Yeah. So yeah, so I just need to sort of check the lights and everything, so we'll do that. Okay, doke. Right, so that's done. Some of you astute people might have said, Mike, you didn't check the tyres. So I'm not taking the tyre pressures will be checked before it goes for the MOT. I'll just pump them up, make sure they're right. But the condition of the tyres, when I was doing the front wheel, I was turning it round, I was also observing and looking at the front wheel as well to make sure there's no cuts, slashes or nails in the damn thing. So don't worry too much about that. We're still on the paddock stand. So yeah, these tyres, they're hardly worn, these tyres. Yeah, so these tyres are hardly worn. So I didn't actually check the back one, so we'll just go through and just make sure that everything seems okay. Can't see anything nasties in there. These are actually a Michelin. These are Michelin 4s. Now this bike I always used to have Michelin Road Pilot 2s, and for some reason on this bike they were awesome. They were a really good tyre. The Michelin 3s were a bit of a letdown. Pilot 3s, and then they brought these 4s out. Now when I managed to get sort of like maybe the last Pilot 2s, Road Pilot 2s, on this Bandit before I changed to these tyres, and yeah, they were cracking tyres for this bike. Now you've got to get a tyre that suits you and the bike. People say, oh, these tyres are great, they're shit, that's shit, but they might be shit for them because it doesn't suit their way of riding, and also might not suit that style of bike that they're riding or the way they ride it. So you need a tyre that's going to give you, for me, I look for an all-round thing, so like really good dry grip and traction, and good wet grip. Now the 2s didn't have as much tread displacement as these do, as the 4s do, so you'd expect the 2s to be really crap in the wet or not as good. I never had any issues with those 2s. I was riding down, we had to make some time up, so we went on the motorway in France, and the heavens opened up and it was literally bouncing a foot off the ground, and the road was, you could see water running on the road on the motorway, and we're doing 60 miles an hour, and the bike never fluttered once. Since I've had these 4s, I've had one occasion where I've gone round a bend and the front end went a bit loose, but that could be just a bit of a scare. It felt it went loose, but I never lost any footing. The tyre stayed on the road, so that sort of gave me a little bit of confidence in the front end. But generally these 4s are not too bad, but I believe the 6s that are out, or are these 5s? No, these are 4s. The 6s that are out are supposed to be awesome tyres, and I believe the 5s are okay. So like for my RE, they've got Dunlops on, and they're the OEM tyres that come with it. Now I'll ride that, I've been out on that and that seems pretty fine. So I've yet to obviously put it through some bad weather and stuff to see what happens, but anyway, let's just have a quick check on here. Just check the indicators, all the bulbs are working, yeah, headlights on, bulbs working, yeah, they are working, the tail light on, yeah. Okay, just turn that off. Just make sure these work. Yeah. Yeah. Just flick it over, yeah, we can see that flashing. Can we see that one flashing as well? I can't see from here. Oh, yeah, that's flashing, so that's all nice. That's all working all right. Horn, yeah. Right, main beam, dip beam, yeah. Pass, that's okay. So that's all right. Brake light. I'm going to have to put my hands down for the brake light because I'm going to have to put my hand around the back because it's a bit bright. Just hang there with me. Yeah, brake light's working on the hand and the handle. Front brake. Let's check the back. Yeah, that's all working. Right, that all seems okay. No coolant leaks. Anything like that. So I do have a bit of a dodgy indicator because yeah, I dropped it 2 years ago, and like a lazy bastard I put some super glue on it, but it as a temporary thing. What I meant to do was take it off and just use a little soldering iron for the welding. Just let us let's just chat with that a minute. Yeah, so I just weld the seam up a bit, so get another maybe year out of it or something, because these are about 25 quid, and considering it's just the back plastic bit that's got a crack in it, you can seal it up, it's going to be fine. As I say, this isn't a garage queen, you know what I mean? She's got a few dints and scratches on her. As long as I keep her generally clean, considering it's a 208 plate, I don't think it's in bad nick at all for a bike. So anyway, the other thing I was going to do is just check the neutral switch. Yeah, that's fine. I might have to just rotate the back wheel. Just rotate this back wheel a minute. Yeah, it's gone in. So it's in gear. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Right, what I want to do now is, while that's in gear, I just want to have a feel, because what we've got in here is this bit here. You can't see it, but this bit here, this is actually where I call them donuts, but it's like a rubber dog coupling that goes in there, and what that does, it absorbs any vibration and torque and power, so it's not snatching on here. But when you get a lot of play in it, you get movement between the sprocket wheel and the main wheel, so there doesn't seem to be naff or movement there. Just let me gonna put this down, and I'm just gonna feel it with both hands, okay? Right, bearings fine, all right. Everything else seems fine on there, so that's looking good. The other thing that I noted was years ago, when you're looking at the sprocket down there, I mean, I'm not going to be talking to them, but if you're looking at the edge of the sprocket here, if it's dirty here, right, if it's dirty there, and you look through the other side and it's clean, it could mean that the wheel isn't quite lined up right, so it would be If it's clean on the inside, it means the wheel might be just tilting over this side, so the chain is rubbing on that side, but then you would expect it on the other side. So yeah, I think it's bullshit, but as long as the track, I mean, you can get these fancy gauges with lasers on and everything, but these swing arms are so well made, and I've never ever had an issue with tyre wear when I've lined up the when I'm adjusting the chain on the main rear wheel spindle. Never had an issue with a motorbike wearing funny or crabbing or anything like that. So these swinging arms, people moan about the deviations of being rough and ready and all that. Fuck off. These are made in a fucking jig, right? And they're made to very small tolerances. And I would say half a mil on it, out of alignment on this side, fuck all. Won't do fuck all. So anyway, happy with that. All the lights are working, horn works, all the basic shit, what they test. Obviously I've not fired it up or anything, which I won't be doing. So hopefully we'll get this in for an MOT, and yeah, so hopefully we'll get this in for an MOT, and then I'll then we can start planning if I am going to be going away, and if I am, I've got most of the service stuff anyway, so a lot of it is just internal cleaning, like in the gear and that. I probably will flush the brake fluid out, because when you can't remember when the last time you did it, it's usually a good sign that you need to do it. I've not checked the moisture content, which we will do as a part of the gimmick, and just see what it actually is. But I know the clutch fluid's gone a bit dark. Doesn't necessarily mean it's got a moisture in it. What usually happens is, because the clutch slave cylinder is very close to the engine, so a lot of heat builds up in that area, you know, while over time. So obviously the oil will get warmed up and everything, and they do discolour. Oil discolours when it gets warm, because it's being used. But it's a piece of piss to flush out. Sometimes on some clutches, hydraulic clutches, they complain about not being able to get the air out of the stuff. The only time you'd really have an issue with that is if you've done it from dry, and yeah, you may need to back flush it back up to the reservoir, but once you've back flushed it, then I would just flush right through normally. Yeah, so, but if you're just flushing through, you're not going to get it. If you just take your time, don't rush, you'll be fine. Yeah, so anyway, on that boring note, let's hope we get this bike MOT'd, and then we can look a little bit more forward. Take care, and let's be careful out there.